A very blissful morning to you, Atanu sir. I'm Sunny Kumar. I'm discussing about the simulation game that is played on 19th of January 2022 with the time span of 6 to 7 p.m. and I'll be sharing my views at what was the strategy that took me to positions of 17 lakh and what actually I watched for and learned in the simulation game that is Vishwakarma. So my first and foremost strategy was to actually initialize and know which are the regions that made the demand in the time span of 1 to 3 days. That was the regions I actually a demand for the first 3 days. It was better to go for that, and prioritizing made a big role in my simulation game. Secondly, for the next 27 days, I actually watched for the regions D and E, which had a continuous demand in those regions, as the regions C and B were not taken so much of consideration because they had a demand, but it was quite less than demand of D and E. After that, I have to think about the mode of transport, and it was truck because flight have the major investment in that. In case I don't want to lose many cash, because I was at that time I am on the fourth position, and the other people had already crossed the 7 lakh. At that point of the time, it was difficult for me to opt the strategy for the transport mode as a flight mode. So from which I took the most probable decisions, which took me to the higher level in the game. It was not an easy task to prioritize the region for warehouse A. I prioritized B and D. Even B and C for the region C. I had prioritized the E and D because they have a most moved up demand. So it was easy for me to calculate and to reach on the demand and can be fulfilled by me. After passing 27 minutes in the game, I actually went for restocking for capacity expansion, and for that case I only invested my 25 units in that, because I knew I have short period of time at that point of time, so I can't invest so much because I wanted to increase my cash position. So after passing 40 minutes in the game, my cash position was on the 14 lakh, and I just wanted to increase that at least 15 lakh. So what I did, I again prioritized the regions and changed my last minute strategy. I took pickup for some regions, so from which I can fulfill the demand. So from which my cash position is goes up. So this was my whole strategy. What I actually full order in that case was firstly to being patient, and at last it was all how manage the things in the hurry or in the hotspot manner. That's it. Because if my regions A was being operated and had warehouse restocking options, it would be better option for me to watch for the things. But it's okay. Thank you, sir.